So my first question will be addressed to Ustaz Aden.
Ayan,
Ustaz
then.
Aden, can you give us an overview of the Islamic practices in Brainy Bunch?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes. Firstly, everyone aware that Brain Bonds is the Islamic school. The moment we labeled as the Islamic school, so the what's the values as the umbrella that's cover all the activities at school, starting from the teachings and then the process my children and then relationship with children, also communication, all those things is monitored by the Islamic values. So uh, when we say about Islam, of course, that is the way of life. First, Islam as a way of life, and then the moment we label our school as Islamic school, so Islam will be the fundamental values where you have to cultivate within the children. So starting from the children come to school, for example, so we have to make sure that the environment are safe for the children, safe in terms of what is in terms of their heart, in terms of their physical, and then if the environments manage it well, so inshallah, starting from the morning, because when talking about Islam is talking about the whatever activities start from they wake up in the morning until they sleep. But of course, our capacity to manage the children and to control the children when they are at school. So the why is a common me as a principal. So it's kind of a compulsory thing to do in the morning to greet the children. So inshallah, when the parent come to school and children, I will be the one who welcome the children. And always, I never forget to say, uh, of course, children will say salam. Some of them we have to say salam first, and then hug the children and say I love you. This is the most powerful message in the morning. I start with the children. Okay, I love you, and children always say I love you most or I love you more. So this is the first. The moment the acceptance is very, the acceptance in the morning is very good. Inshallah, will carry the good atmosphere when they come to inside the school. They want when they come. Of course, the children will come to school and then they'll go to the class. Before we start the sessions in the morning, we'll start with our speaker that release to every classes, relate to every classes. They will read the Asma'ul Husna in the morning. So all the buildings, all the people in the building can hear that. So this is the environment that we start to make sure that the children are, start with the very soft environments with a good recitation surrounding. So this in the beginning. And of course, when we go to the class, we always say that the SOP of us to start the session with the dua together, and then to end the session also with the closing dua together, and then we have a routine. Student will have the time to them to perform their duha, and then all the congregation prayer, especially Dhuhr and Asar, will be conducted in congregation. This kind of environment that you have in Brainy Bunch, and to make that Islam alive in their life. So it's the value where when we're talking about the Salatul compulsory prayer, we're talking about the congregation. So everyone needs to perform the prayer in congregation. So it's not just when we're talking about the teaching Islamic lesson in the class, not just as a subject, but we have to make sure that Islamic must be taught as a practical. So in every single act, so like when we remind the children, for example, somehow the children may be quarreling or fighting. It's normal, but and then the reconciliation, always you have to make the Islam as the value to make the reconciliation among the children. So whatever problem, they'll go back to the Islamic. Children make mistake, but always there is a way to guide them. So that's how to make sure that the Islam is not just taught in the class in a lesson, but there must be something that practical can be done daily. And so why whatever things we, the most things that we refer the moment we have the problem. So how we tackle the children with the right way. Of course, the guidance of Islam, as we know that the Islam is the dinul haq, the belief that uh, consists of values to guide our life. So that's our practice at school. While having this kind of environment, it's not only just that, but we have many occasion at school. We relate to the Islamic celebration, for example. Maybe when we got a problem, for example, my families, the member of family pass away, so we do our salat al ghaib, and then we have to make sure the children have the responsibility, because as a Muslim, there are six rights among Muslim to other Muslim. Of course, salam is the most important things in the morning. When they meet one each other, they have to greet one each other with salam, because salam is not just greeting, but it's just dua of everyone. Because the moment I read the dua, I make dua for you. So meaning to say that is salam all about, to make sure that the peace in life. And then even though like the environment that I have seen in Brain Bunch also. When someone have the occasion at home, maybe like birthday, for example, and then the parents keep and do so. I have seen in the group also the parent invite other children to come to their house. This is a kind of Islamic environment that we extend to the family, not just at school, but also we try to link with the school and also with the parent at home.